Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this.
Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
That's caught. Emeka Buka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Go, go. Run in. Hold on, son. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now run straight ahead to Warren.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
This defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Pacheco is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hold on, set. Ready.
To throw is Nix.
To the goal line. incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Ready. 180.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Emeka Egbuka.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
That's the score. Steelers 7, Giants nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing his dart. He'll dump this off to Scatterbury.
Twisting away. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Dart. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Dart going to look to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To throw, here's Nix. A short one there to Fryermuth.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Nick's going to keep this himself. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Now it's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Pacheco once more. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Ready? Ready? Joe.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Ibuka.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Steelers 14, Giants 0. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Dart going to give to Scannaboo.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
Robinson's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 6. A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Ready? My name? Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Nix to the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Captain, captain, captain. Oh, my son!
They're going. It's Nix.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To throw now, Dart. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, here's Scannaboo. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Cam Scatteroo.
57 yards.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
The try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Giants 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hold on a second. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Ready? Away, away, away. Away, away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Hold on a second. Ready? Captain, 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 captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hold on a second.
On play action, here's Nix.
And it's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 4 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Giants 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Nick's going to keep this himself.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 4. Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's Dart.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Dart.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
On the give, it's Warren.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen when the defense is going at them. Now they want to have the plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nix from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays
that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run here with Scatteroo.
Powering his way forward.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 31-yard line.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here's Dart. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Giants 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Abdul Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Captain.
Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape. and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing his dart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Clark Phillips has got it.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Looking to throw, dart.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Again, it's Johnson.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Here's Dart once more. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here we go.
To the air again, Dart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing, Dart. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Nix to the air.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. He's still on his feet. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. You think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to it. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And bulldozing his way through. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw. He finds Robinson.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
This is 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. That's caught by Johnson. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Away, ready. My name is Hudson.
He'll look to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, he's got a Ibuka. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The career's my stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.